Okay, welcome, fellow Toastmasters. I don't think we have any guests on call. Okay, Toastmasters, yeah. Nice to have you on call. Thank you so much. So let me just quickly find the sneak peek and find the theme of the meeting. This is very impromptu. I think the theme is reset. Please bear with me. Welcome to the 4th of February, 2024. Aren't we glad and grateful to be alive today? I am. Are you all glad to be alive today?
Yes, I am glad to be alive today.
Yes.
Excited is the word for me.
Okay. I'm beyond excited to be alive today because I know many that wish to be here just gave up when they shouldn't have given up. But sometimes when you are close to the miracle is when we actually give up. So today's theme is dreams do come through. Oh, wow. Dreams do come true. So welcome to LEARNTOR Toastmasters meeting for the month of February the 4th, 2024. I'm delighted to be welcoming you to our meeting. Very excited to have you on the call as we all join in. I can't wait to have you all. J8. I'm not sure who J8 is. Either way, welcome. So the meeting rule, we just simply expect for you, let's see your beautiful faces. Turn on your camera. I pray you don't have light issues. I want to see your face like I'm seeing Toastmaster Abdurrahman. If we can, turn on our cameras so that we can encourage others. Oh, look at that. I love that background. Toastmaster Claire, Josephine, please send that background to the group. I love it. My IPP is, you see what I'm saying? It makes it different once we turn on the camera. Our SSA is on the call. Should I step down?
Please go ahead. Continue, please. Okay. Thank you.
So I'm very excited. This is what meeting feels like. No virtual, but it's good to see. Like now I have something to steal from Toastmaster Josephine. We send that to the group. I like that. Really, really like that. So fantastic. Let's proceed. Please turn on your camera. Your face is so important. It gives us a sense of connection. Otherwise, if you can't, it's still okay. But mute your device is very important so that we don't disrupt the meeting flow. Thank you, Toastmaster Toby. Toby. Thank you to have you share your screen. So I'm going to take the national pledge. In my usual way, I like us to take the Toastmasters promise as an inclusive body. It gives it much more power that you say what you mean to say. This is our pledge. It's our promise as Toastmaster. But before I start, I will take the national pledge. I'll say it. Please, you can mute your device. But when I finish, everybody unmute your device so you're not struggling to unmute yourself. Just unmute to do the Toastmasters promise. Let me see yes, that we are going to participate in the group. Yes. That we're going to unmute. Just yes. I'm not interested in no's right now. Thank you, my people. So I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all of my strength, to defend our unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. And that is our national pledge. I'll be going to the next. I think it's important to always say this to remind ourselves. I added it to our slide for some reason. So I'll encourage the SSA to be talking a bit about this. Forget about the national pledge. This is our mission statement. Toastmaster International mission is to empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. It's important to note this. Many people, area leaders or division directors, are flunk on this because they don't even know what the district mission is. The district mission is to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Then the club's mission we provide is to provide a supportive like what we are doing, showing our faces, playing roles, a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. That's why we are Toastmasters. And now this is where I need everybody to unmute yourself and be part of this beautiful experience. You must attempt to say the Toastmasters promise. I'm seeing a lot of people still muted. Please unmute. Unmute, 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 unmute. I'm going to start. As a Toastmasters, as a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I, Mercy, Georgie Buffett, promise to attend club meetings regularly,
to prepare
all of my projects
to
the
best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program.
Fantastic. Next person. Let's take it one at a time.
To prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments.
To provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations.
To help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow.
To greet my fellow club members and guests with respect and courtesy.
To bring guests to club meetings so that they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers.
To adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs.
And finally, to act within Toastmasters' core value of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activity. It's with great honor, without further ado, that I would like to call on the young lady, someone that I admire so much, to come to the virtual lantern. Okay, sorry, I'm too fast. And be speaking and giving us an opening charge. This is a young lady that I admire so much. And I wish I can reverse the clock to be like Chidinma Eze. Toastmaster Chidinma Eze's hobby is reading, surfing the internet, brainstorming, chatting with friends, and sharing the word. And that word she's talking about is the Bible. She can correct me if I'm wrong. Favorite quote is seek ye first. Did I tell you? The kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. This is my mantra for 2024. And why did she join Toastmasters? Which is like, she wants you to know, to learn, to grow, network, and change her world. Isn't she changing our world? Welcome to the virtual lantern. With a virtual applause, Toastmaster Chidinma Eze. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please confirm that you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
All right. Good afternoon, dear esteemed Toastmasters and guests. We are welcome to the first meeting in February for LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. So if you're excited, I don't know, I want to see some emojis in the chat room. Can I see those emojis to show our excitement? I don't know. Am I the one not seeing the emojis? I can't see them all. Please keep them coming. So on behalf of the president, thank you very much for the privilege. I would like to welcome us to today's meeting. It's going to be an exciting and interesting meeting. You may ask me why. The theme of today's meeting is very special, if you ask me. Dreams do come true. How many of us know the phenomenal speech by Martin Luther King Jr., I Have a Dream? How many of us, do you know that speech? I was asking myself, why do you think that speech had such profound effect on the listeners? Can anybody try? Why, like, it's been how many years that speech was made, and yet it's still relevant in today's society? Why do we think that speech was so memorable, phenomenal, even till today? Why? Anyone?
Let me try. Is it okay to try?
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Nothing is more powerful than having clarity of a vision. It was
Thank
a time
you
of
so much.
oppression. So his vision was clear, was distinct, it was powerful and well articulated and communicated to everybody that had ears. Until today, it serves as a navigator to, if you have a dream, we can all achieve greatness. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you so much. Yes, because at the core of everyone, we have something that we want to achieve. We have something that we're aspiring towards. We might think that, oh, okay, for instance, Dangote is the richest man in Africa. He doesn't have a dream. I'll beg to differ. Every one of us, regardless of our color, regardless of our class, regardless of our age, whatever we are, whatever stage we are in this life, we have something that we're always aspiring towards. I'll share a personal story. Before January, last month, anytime I look at the aeroplane, or most times when I look at the aeroplane, I'll be like, oh my God, when am I going to be on a flight? The popular God when. But last month, I finally boarded a flight. And now when I see a plane, to be more like, oh, thank you, Lord. Like that dream has finally come true. And then I'm on to the next. So that's how it goes. We usually have something at every time. I'm currently always say, life is in stages, men are in sizes. At every time, we have something we're aspiring towards. So today's meeting, get ready to be educated, get ready to be enlightened on how we can work towards those dreams, no matter how out of reach they might seem, no matter how out of place they might seem. As far as we can imagine, as far as we're ready to put in the work, we are going to be able to achieve our dreams. So if you're a guest, please feel welcome. Toastmasters is a very warm community. We are not here to say, oh, this person did this person did that. No, we want to learn together, we want to grow together. So we have different segments of today's meeting to educate us, enlighten us, and to make us better communicators and better leaders. We have the typical topic segment, we have the speech segment, we have the evaluations segment. So get ready to be entertained, get ready to be educated, get ready to be enlightened. So without further ado, I have just 2 minutes of that speech. So I would like to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. Yes, that was actually why she asked me to take the segment. It's none other, I don't know if her profile can come up. Our Toastmaster of the day. So we call it Toastmaster of the day, but in secular terms, you can refer to her as the MC of the meeting. She's the one that will coordinate this meeting and ensure that we are having fun. So if we're not having fun, please go to the chat box and say, TMOD, we're not having fun. She's the one that makes sure that the environment is warm, that the environment is enlightening. And trust me, she's going to do justice to this. So who is our Toastmaster of the day? Our Toastmaster of the day is none other than the president of our distinguished, I beg your pardon, LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club, the very queen of smile herself, Toastmaster Elizabeth Iwoha. She is a member of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club, and she's currently serving as the president, and she's also a customer relationship officer. And she joined Toastmasters in her primary goal is in 2023 is a soft life, career development, and community service. So please, can we welcome to the virtual lantern our Queen of Smiles, Toastmaster Elizabeth Iwoha. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you most kindly, Acting Madam President. Please, I did not see anybody welcoming me. No one is welcoming me. I'm not seeing any emoji. I'm not seeing any faces welcoming me. I'm not hearing any claps. Oh yeah, I'm seeing some persons clapping for me already. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Please confirm you can hear me loudly and you can see me. Please confirm. Can I get a confirmation?
Yeah, loud and clear.
We can hear you,
Okay.
we can see you.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the first meeting in the month of February 2024. It is a pleasure to be your Toastmaster of the day. for the benefit of our guests, I am going to be the MC of this meeting. Following our theme of the meeting, which is Dreams Do Come True, it was a French poet Paul Valéry, who said that the best way to make your dream come true is to stay awake. You would agree with me, especially the Toastmasters in the house, that we are living someone's dream today. And who is that person? That is the founder of Toastmasters International. For our guests, Toastmasters International is an educational, non-profit organization that was founded on October 2022 it's going to be 100 years this year. You can imagine how outstanding this club is. It's an educational organization that someone had a dream that people should come together, communicate clearly. Like in John Maxwell's book, he says that everyone can communicate, but not everyone can connect. Now, when Ralph Smedley, who is the founder of Toastmasters, dreamt about having an organization like this, he dreamt about an organization that will be organized when a meeting is called for. People communicate clearly and can connect with others. When they speak, others understand. That is what Toastmasters is. And that is a dream that has come through and has stayed for 100 years. We meet in Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a global club that has over 200 clubs worldwide. That are in 200 countries and over 18,000 clubs worldwide. When Toastmasters meets like this, what do? We have 3 segments in our meeting, which is, the first segment is always an impromptu speech segment for dreamers who believe that when they speak impromptu, one day their dreams will come to pass. Then we have the prepared speech segments. As a member of Toastmasters, you're given a pathway of projects which you have to deliver. These people prepare their speeches through the guidance of their mentors and come to the meeting like this to deliver those speeches. They are being evaluated for the speeches on ways to improve. That is the second segment of the meeting. Now in Toastmasters, we equally believe that feedback is the breakfast of champion, which is the most important segment of every Toastmasters meeting, where seasoned Toastmasters come to give us evaluation of what we have done well at the meeting and where we can improve or what we can do better. That is the third segment of every Toastmasters meeting. Now, Toastmasters is a place where we do not encourage the speaking of religious values, that is to give everybody a general platform on what to say. We equally avoid political sayings because it might bring up disagreements. These are the things that we do not encourage in Toastmasters. While you're in a Toastmasters virtual meeting like this, we encourage that you put on your video so we can see your faces. But if you're in a place where you cannot put on your video, it is okay not to have your video on. We encourage equally that you have your mic muted except when you're speaking, so you can give those speaking the respect that they deserve while they're speaking and allow others to hear them. We equally encourage in a virtual meeting like this that you use the emoji, you use the reaction box to recognize people when they give speeches and acknowledge them, use the chat room as well. These are the factors that we use at a Toastmasters meeting. As we go on, I'd now like to take us to the other section of the quality assurance, or I call this the quality assurance session. Someone is going to lead us at this part of this meeting. I want to encourage you that whatever dream you have, know that it's going to come through from the beginning to the end of this meeting. Please allow me to introduce the general evaluator for today's meeting, whom I call the quality assurance master of today's meeting. No other person Then the Assistant Vice President Education of LEARNTOR Toastmasters. He joined Toastmasters in 2022. He is a digital and payments executive with an experience spanning with over 2 decades. He's an Assistant Vice President Education. In 2024, his focus is consolidation and growth. And his favorite quote is, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. This is a quote by Aristotle. Fellow Toastmasters and our esteemed guests, please let's make welcome with a resounding applause our general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Olushola.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for the warmth of your welcome. Dreams are the sparks that illuminate the vast canvas of our ambitions. Each of us carries within us a unique set of aspirations, a vision that propels us forward. My job here today, ladies and gentlemen, is that of the Quality Assurance Officer, as introduced by the TMOD. But I will not be doing that job alone. Like everything else in life, they say if you want to go far, go by yourself. But if you want to go very far and very well, then you go with a team. So it will be my pleasure to have the rest of the team in this quality assurance. Our job today is to observe and provide good feedback that will help us to improve, because feedback is the breakfast of champions, as we say. And so without much ado, let me start by introducing the timer. And so it gives me great pleasure if we would have our profile on the screen. Let's start by introducing our timer. Our timer for today is none other than Africa's tech doctor, a tech luminary and agile master with skills in data analytics, agile, Scrum, and digital marketing. She is the founder of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. She joined in the year 2020. She is our IPP, immediate past president, and our focus for 2024 is renewed service to God. Our favorite quote, I beg your pardon, is true greatness is not in being great, but in the ability to make others great. And so it gives me great pleasure to introduce Toastmaster Mercy George Igbafe as our timer for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Mercy.
They say, tick, says the clock. Tick, tick. What you want to do quick. As a timer, I'm responsible to moderating today's timing, which I've already started. Thanks to DTM Harriet that gave me this beautiful virtual background that I don't even have to do anything. It just changes, and it changed. So, but I'll just use, for the purpose of explanation, I'm going to show you what a timing card looks like. So right now it's on the red, but let's revert back to before the red. So to before the red, every table topic session, which is the extemporaneous session, has opportunity for you to use to speak for 2 minutes. Bearing in mind, 1 minute, at 1 minute, I'm going to flash the green card, telling you you have exhausted 1 minute. Then at 1:30 seconds, I flash the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will do the red. Don't panic. No, slow down. You still got 30 seconds for you to maximize through the call. So don't worry yourself. I'll pin myself. I think I'll just raise my hand. So that way you will see me. I don't even have to pin. I'll be the first on the screen whenever you're speaking. Then for the prepared speeches, which is usually 4 to 6 4 to 6 or 5 to 7 minutes, exactly 5 minutes, you will see the green. And at 6, you will see the yellow. And at 7, the red. The same process applies. You have 30 seconds to wrap up your thought. If it's 4 to 6 minutes, exactly 4 minutes, the green. At 5, the yellow. At 6, the red. Don't worry, you still have 30 seconds to be able to maximize the function of that session. Now, I wanted to so badly use the word of the day, but unfortunately, I got called earlier before the word of the day is being shared. But I can't find it now. But it's okay, you know. So I'm glad to be sharing this. And I'll be in the chat. And you'll be seeing me on your screen as I change the timing card. Over to you, the general evaluator. Floor is all
Thank you
yours.
so much, Toastmaster Murphy, our timer for the day. Next, we go on to that person who is responsible for helping us with our diction and our vocabulary today. Please make welcome TM Chidima, our grammarian for the day. I hope she's still on the call. Is she?
She has been introduced, so there's no need. Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Chidima, you want to just go ahead and introduce the word of the day then?
Oh, so sorry. I think I got kicked out from the meeting. So good afternoon once again. Like I said, Toastmasters wear many hats, yeah? So I'm wearing my hat as the grammarian. So the role of the grammarian is an interesting role because I'm here to help you improve your communication skills. And aside the word of the day, I would also encourage us to use stylistic devices. And what are stylistic devices? There's a language techniques that helps us become more expressive. So what am I saying? What's all this English I'm saying? So instead of just saying, oh, she smiled beautifully, right? I could say something like she smiled like a radiant sun, right? I just use the simile there. So I want to see us use the metaphors, the similes, the personifications. I want us to make our speech beautiful. So what's the word for today? How many of us like sardine or you like geisha? Don't worry, I'm not sharing sardine and geisha, but do you like sardine? If you like sardine or geisha, I'd like to see a yes in the comment section. I'm looking out for your yeses. So who likes sardine or geisha?
I love both.
Oh, thank you very much. So if you love sardine and geisha, you're definitely going to like our word of the day. Don't worry, it has nothing to do with sardine and geisha. It's just a way to help us remember the word of the day. So our word of the day, who would like to give it a try? How do you think it's pronounced? How is the word of the day pronounced? How is it pronounced?
Sagacious.
Right.
Sagacious.
Thank you very much. Sagacious. So do you know why I said if you like sardine and geisha? So just add the two words in your head. Sardine, geisha, sagacious. So sagacious. And what does sagacious mean? It means acutely insightful and wise. I know that LEARNTOR Toastmasters, our guests, everyone in this meeting, we are all acutely insightful and wise. And it's good to use an adjective as a word of the day because it gives us greater rooms of expression. So we can either describe the person speaking or describe the speech. So I do not expect that anybody in this meeting room will not use the word of the day. So can we all say it together? Sagacious. Oh, thank you, DTM Chidi. Yes. Sagacious. And what are the things? Discerning, insightful, wise, and I'll give an example. Joining Toastmasters has been a sagacious decision for many of us. I know that we can say that, yes. And then we have sagacious mentors and evaluators. So what I'm called upon again by my sagacious general evaluator, I'll come back to tell us how we performed. So remember, I'll be looking out for our stylistic devices. I'll be looking out for the usage of the word of the day. I would also point out some probably improper use of language and better ways that we can express ourselves. So looking forward to all our sagacious comments. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much to our grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Chidima. That was indeed an insightful explanation of your role. Moving on very quickly, let's introduce the next role player. And if you can just give me the profile. She's going to help us with our checking whether we're using filler words or we're doing the right pauses in between our speeches, and all of these things will help us to improve. And our counter for the day is none other than Toastmaster Clementina.
Oh, pardon me, it's Toastmaster LEARNTOR.
Oh, okay, we made some changes. All right, so
yeah.
Okay. So our counter is Toastmaster LEARNTOR. Toastmaster LEARNTOR is an HR consultant with over a decade of professional experience across a wide ranging of skill sets. She is a member of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club, which she joined in 2022, and she loves sightseeing, exploring life, and meeting interesting people. Please join me to give a big welcome with lots of emojis and love to Toastmaster LEARNTOR.
Amazing afternoon, everyone. I hope we are having a good Sunday afternoon. My name is Toby, as introduced, and I'm the hack counter for today. So my role is basically to evaluate and listen as we prepare our sagacious speeches. I'm going to be listening to filler words or words that reduces the quality of our speeches, like ha, something like all those pauses that doesn't make your speech very presentable or interesting or professional. So kindly take note of your speech as you make them. If you make pauses, let it be intentional. Don't try to use filler words that reduces the quality of your speech. At the end of the meeting, I'll be back to present my report on my observation. Let's have a sagacious meeting. Over to you, Diki.
Thank you very, very much, Toastmaster LEARNTOR Ojo, who is serving as our counter for today's meeting. Last but not the least, in the team, the evaluation team, is none other than our listening evaluator. There's a reason God has given us one mouth and two ears, and so it gives me great pleasure to introduce a sagacious personality, none other than my ever-smiling DPE. She is a seasoned sales and marketing expert with a renowned FCMG organization, a member of LEARNTOR Toastmasters. Our primary focus for this year is to establish meaningful connections, live happy, and share that happiness with others. Our favorite quote, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. And so please join me with the LEARNTOR warm welcome to please bring to the podium Toastmaster Clementina. Over to you, TM Clem.
A warm greeting to everybody this afternoon and welcome to today's session. As the listening evaluator for today's meeting, where dreams would come true, I want to encourage us to use our 2 ears twice as we would use our mouth in speaking today. And Sagacious listening goes beyond mere hearing. It's really about putting our hearts to it and our intellect to the conversation. I'll be taking notes of both body language, words spoken, just to be able to be sure that we are listening attentively with all our senses in this meeting. And at the end of this call, I'll come back and give a report and ask question and quiz us on our listening prowess. Thank you very kindly, our general evaluator, and back to you.
Thank you so much for that insightful explanation of your role as Sagacious Toastmaster Clementina. And so with the introduction of the evaluation team, it gives me great pleasure to return the virtual lectern to you, Madam TOD of the Day, Toastmaster Elizabeth. Over to you, Madam.
The general evaluator, thanks to you and your team for sagaciously telling us what you're going to be doing at the end of this meeting. It was a sagacious delivery from you all. Thank you. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, before we continue with the meeting, I would like to know, do we have guests in this house? Please indicate by raising up your hands. If you're a guest, please indicate by raising your hands. If you're not a Toastmaster and it's your first time of joining this Toastmasters Club meeting, kindly indicate by raising your hand wherever you are. I can see there are some names here that are not Toastmasters, but I would just like to know if you're a guest. Okay, we do not have guests in the house. Permit me to recognize the presence of the Quality Director of Division U, Toastmaster Al Hassan, who is in our midst today. We recognize your presence and we welcome you to LEARNTOR Toastmasters meeting, the first for the month of February 2024. Welcome, Toastmasters. DTM, my apologies, DTM. We equally recognize the presence of all other members of Toastmasters that are here from other clubs. You're welcome to this meeting.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's that time. Thank you, and thank you for joining us. Thank you. It's that time where we make dreams come to a reality. Walter Disney says that all dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. This is a time where people who dream of meeting Dangote, people who dream of meeting, who would I say now? Who do I use? Moses, our marksman that plays football, Victor Osimhen. It's a time where you challenge yourself to see how you can speak with him in case you meet him. Now it's the time for table topics. The table topics session, it's a time where people deliver impromptu speeches, and someone is going to be handling that session. When she comes, she'll tell us more about the session. But it's a time where you challenge yourself to live out that dream, pursue that dream of speaking to people impromptu. Without taking much of our time, I'd like to introduce our table topics masters for today's meeting, who is currently the Public Relations Officer for Division F, the first Public Relations Officer for Division F. She's also a member of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club and the Vice President Education of Victoria Bay Toastmasters Club. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, let's make welcome the one I call Mommy J Store to the virtual lantern to sagaciously tell us what her role will be and lead us through the table topics sagacious session. Toastmaster Josephine Agolo.
Oh, wow. What a sagacious introduction. Who introduced this one with so much sagacity? Thank you very much, our very own Madam President, Toastmaster Elizabeth, the Queen of Smiles. Thank you. Jolly good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. They said there are no guests in the house, so we're going to do this today. But just to remind us, I think Madam President, our Toastmaster of the day, has sagaciously explained what my role is all about. I can see some people already taking some sips to get this done. The table topics is that time where we actually learn, practice that elevator speech. It's usually called the extemporaneous speaking segment, because you wouldn't know when you'll be called upon to speak. So our Toastmasters, we keep practicing how to do this, so you will never be caught short. You will not be caught off guard. Secondly, it actually helps you to build your thinking, analyzing, organizing, and presenting skills. And you're actually doing this for 1 minute minimum, maximum 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So once you see the red card at 2 minutes, you still have 30 minutes grace to wrap up that mini speech. And also, in order to exude mind presence, you incorporate the word of the day, sagacious, and you incorporate it sagaciously. Exude a lot of sagacity while you are using the word of the day. All of us here are Toastmasters. I will be calling on us, or we quickly raise up our hands. Those who don't have roles to play, please let me see the hands coming. I have just 10 minutes to do this. The questions are very simple, and always put it at the back of your mind that there are no right or wrong answers to these questions. Who is my first respondent for today? We have been doing this now. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can see Sharif. Sharif, Mr. Sharif, I see you are muted. You want to speak? Okay.
Toastmaster has his hand up.
I would have preferred those who do not have any role, any speaking role. We have Oluwaseun. He's the one evaluating the speech, the table topics.
Okay.
You cannot take.
I think you can go with him, Sharif. I think he's ready to speak.
Toastmaster Sharif, are you ready to speak?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much, Jolly. Good afternoon. I have sagacious questions from 1 to 5. What is your favorite number?
Okay, I'll go for number 2.
Question number 2. Wow, thank you. Do we need to back up our dreams with intentionality? Do we need to back up our dreams with intentionality? If it is a yes, why? If it is no, why?
Okay, thank you for that question. So my first response would be yes. We need to back up our dreams with intentionality. And why? Okay, here's my reason for saying yes. First of all, it's not enough to just have dreams without putting it into action, without breathing life into your dreams, because having dreams without taking active steps towards actualizing those dreams are just mere dreams, and it's almost likened to one who is trying to survive, but is not actually living. So you're actually breathing, you're walking, you're conversing with people, you're going about your daily lives, but you're not actually taking actual steps to bring to life that dream of yours. And in order to do that, in order to achieve this dream, you need to bring it into life. You need to set up active plans towards actualizing your dreams. Now, how do you go about it? It's very important that we have sagacious mentors who would guide us and steer us through this process. Now, it is the responsibility of the dream chaser to break down his or her dreams into bits. I mean, it's a no-brainer when I say that everyone needs to have your long-term goals, your medium-term goals, and your short-term goals, and even daily goals too, because having daily goals will set you on course towards achieving your dreams, be it your short-term, your medium-term, and your long-term, really. And it is very important that in all this process, right, you fall back once in a while to evaluate your dreams, evaluate if you're actually putting in the efforts to get to where you want to be. Ask yourself questions: where I am and where am I right now? Where do I plan to be? So that at the end of the day, when you look back, you tell yourself that, oh, I have gotten from being that little person at this level to a high flyer now, who has actually turned out to be a sagacious dream achiever, no longer a dream chaser. So thank you very much. That's my speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sheriff. I must say that your mini speech was full of sagacity. Very well done. Thank you for making us understand that, yes, we need to add intentionality to our dreams. How do we do this? By actually having some steps. By breathing life, we should add some steps, short-term and long-term goals, and actually come back to evaluate these steps we have taken. Thank you so much for sharing those beautiful tips with us. I still have some questions. Okay, Thompson, are you available to speak? Abiola, Thompson Abiola. Oluwaseun. Madam IPP2, are you going to speak now?
Can I speak?
Okay, let Oluwaseun go first. Yes, you can. We have question 1, 3, just question 2 is gone. So we still have 1 to 5.
Okay, question 1.
Question 5. Thank you. Okay, question 1. Do dreams actually come true?
Yes, correct.
Tell me one thing you have actually dreamt about and has come to pass. Do dreams actually come true? Tell us one thing you have dreamt about and has actually come to pass.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Do dreams come true? I believe they do. Although there's more to that statement. It's not just a yes or no answer. It's pregnant with other ingredients that eventually ensure that dreams come true, as I earlier answered. So going to the question of if I've had a dream in the past that eventually came true, yes, I have had many dreams. And the one that I can easily recall now is the dream of becoming a project manager. Long ago, I stumbled, a friend of mine introduced me to that profession. He took an exam then, and I was like, okay, what's this all about? And I took interest, and I had it in mind that, okay, in about 3 years, I should be able to do what to do, because there are some prerequisites I need to gather before I could apply for that exam then. Eventually, I summoned courage. I was slow at the start because I felt I didn't have enough qualification, enough prerequisites to take it sure, but I encouraged myself, like, okay, you can do this. This guy is your colleague, he doesn't have to write. Eventually, I applied. I read, it was so strenuous. That was one of the most difficult certifications I've ever done at that time. And eventually, I wrote the exam. I had to travel to Lagos. I was in Kano then, and thankfully, I passed the exam at one sitting. So that dream came true, but not with adequate work to back my initial desire to that initial dream. At the initial. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Oluwaseun. That was very sagacious, actually, to bump on something and you just took it up like a dream, becoming a project manager. You took the exams so with courage and you passed the exam and became a project manager. That is to say, dreams actually come true. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I may still take one more question. Distinguished, our very own. Okay, I said, Madam IPP, would you want to go? Madam IPP too.
Me, yeah?
No, Oluwatoyin Bolajoko.
I'm sorry, I was really confused when you said IPP too. So
Yeah,
I just assumed you were talking to Toastmaster Mercy. That's why I kind my face.
IPP
so that you know,
you
give me eye contact.
Toastmaster, sorry, I applaud the sagacity of your comeback.
All right. What question would you rather go for?
Do we have 4?
Okay, we have 4. What is that one dream that you look forward in achieving in 2024? And what steps are you putting in place to achieve them? Just one to achieve it, just one, just share one with us. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And thank you for the question. 2024 is a year that I have deemed to call my healthy year. And what I mean by healthy year is health in every aspect. So one of the things I am looking forward to achieving this year is a healthy mindset. And to do this, I have set goals that would help me be more mindful of myself, to keep a gratitude journal daily, to have times for myself every week where I will affirm good things to myself and where I will take care of myself, like a self-care or a self-date weekly. And I have goals daily to also that I set to just make sure that I am thinking healthy thoughts and I am working in the thoughts that I have created, because there's a saying that says that you are a product of your mind. So my mind this year is fiercely protected, and I am doing everything I can to make sure that it stays healthy. So gratitude, journaling, taking care of myself are things that I am doing to achieve this. And I know that I use pause fillers. I hope that the accountant can forgive me. Thank you, and over to you, my amazing Toastmaster, Josephine.
Thank you, the ever sagacious Toastmaster Oluwatoyin, Madam IPP2, for that very sagacious response. Self-care. I think we are twinning on this. Self-care. No grief for myself. Nobody should pressure me. I'm just going to have those healthy thoughts, stick on to self-care, have that sense of gratitude. We are twinning on this. Thank you so much. Madam Time, our sagacious Madam Time, do I still have time for one question?
I've gone over time by 5 minutes, Madam Table Topic Master.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much to all of our respondents. It seems as though each and every one of you picked my brains when I was actually getting those questions down. You have actually showed sagacity by responding to those questions. Bravo to each and every one of you. Toastmaster Sheriff, who told us that breathing life into his dreams, taking steps and evaluating them at the long run is what he does. And also Toastmaster Lua Shewu, dreams do come true. A dream becoming a project manager actually surmounted it with courage. Well done. And Toastmaster Oluwatoyin, healthy mindset, being mindful of herself, self-care, healthy thought, working and having that sense of gratitude. Thank you most graciously for those insightful and sagacious response. I would like to say that in achieving our dreams, we should always remember that clarity, as Madam IPP Toastmaster Mercy said earlier, incorporating conviction and commitment, each of our dreams will surely come true. Thank you very much. And it's back to you, our Toastmaster of the day, the sagacious Toastmaster Elizabeth Iwoha.
Thank you most kindly, Madam Table Topic Master, and for sagaciously handling that session. And all our respondents, Toastmaster Sharif, Toastmaster Shehu, and Toastmaster Toyin, thank you for doing that. I would also like to thank our coordinator who has already set up the poll. Please, if you have not voted, kindly look up for the poll. The poll is out. We have 3 table topic speakers, Toastmaster Sheriff, Toastmaster Oluwaseun, the second speaker, and Toastmaster Oluwatoyin Bolajoku. Please tell me when the poll is off so I can call on the evaluator. We need you to vote before we call on the evaluator to give us feedback on the table topic session. Madam IPP, can I call on the evaluator now? Please confirm.
Point of order, can I just give the report?
Okay. Timing reports, yes, please.
Yes.
Can we have the timing reports?
Okay, for the timing report, I'd like to report that the table topic went over 5 minutes, went over by 5 minutes, but it was sagaciously facilitated. Thank you, Toastmaster Josephine. And Toastmaster Sheriff, thank you for speaking within time. You spoke for 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Toastmaster Oluwaseun, it would have been such a sagacious speech if you had turned on your video. You spoke for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And Toastmaster Oluwatoyin, that was short for a seasoned speaker like you. 1 minute, 17 seconds. But it was a sagacious and audacious goal, which is my mantra for 2024. That's my report, Toastmaster of the day. I hope it was sagaciously delivered. I see someone is competing with me in the comment. I shall not grieve for her. No way.
Thank you, our sagacious timekeeper, for sagaciously delivering that timing evaluation. With that, I believe we only have 2 people that we can vote for. That is Toastmaster Sheriff and Toastmaster Toyin.
They all qualify. They all qualify.
Oh, they all qualify.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Are we done with the poll? Can we call on the evaluator now? Please confirm.
Yes, the poll is okay. We have 85% votes. If we can get one more, that will make it 90%.
Okay, are you still sharing the poll?
It's still on, but I'll end it now.
All right. Please, if you have not voted, kindly vote. We have Toastmaster Sheriff, we have Toastmaster Oluwaseun, and Toastmaster Oluwatoyin. Kindly vote, and let's while we're still trying to round that up, I'd like to introduce our evaluator for this session. Like it is said in Toastmaster, feedback is the breakfast champion. To get feedback on what has been done today, I'd like to invite a seasoned Toastmaster who joined Toastmasters 2 years ago, if I am not mistaken, or 2020, yeah, 2022. It's 2 years now. And he is, all right. He joined Toastmasters in 2022. His focus for this year is continuous learning. And his favorite quote is, when you start the work, on the way appears. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, let's make welcome our evaluator for the table topics, Toastmaster Abdulrahman Adebayo.
Thank you.
Abdulrahman, the virtual entrance. Yes.
Thank you so kindly, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. All right. So for my role here right now is to give that feedback report. As it is rightly said, feedback is the breakfast of champions. And guess what? The biggest room in the world is a room for improvement. And that's exactly what I would like to do right now. So let me to start with Toastmaster Oluwaseun. What a fantastic step, a sagacious delivery. What do I like about that? You did it in a courageous way. You stepped out. When we start scanning for who to actually come next, you broken that jinx and say, yeah, I would like to go. That step in connecting to courage, that's amazing. And another one that I would like to point out for you is you actually repeated the question that allowed you to gather your thoughts. That's one of the instruments in presentation like this, repeating question, to pause and gather the thoughts. I'd like you to work on one thing, basically, and that will be regarding your audio. I sense there are some electrical noises from the audio, maybe because you were using earpiece or something else, but that audio was actually contaminating the quality of your voice. A recommendation there would be to at least test your voice, test your presentation ahead of joining such a meeting like this. I will challenge you subsequently to put some life into that story by way of your vocal varieties and put all these things together. And in addition to that, too, putting your video on, make it beautiful for all of us to connect with your story better. Those are the things I would like to put forward to you. Overall, a fantastic one that you are giving us today. How you've been able to take courage to deliver and to do your project management activity. I would like to go to the next person, Toastmaster Sheriff. You took the bull by the horn and you stepped out in that grand style. The fact that you are able to give us the content, and this is coming, if I'm correct, second time in a row of our meetings, that's fantastic. And that signifies that you've resolved to continue in your journey. I'd like to recommend for you to work on that consciousness to infuse the word of the day in your speech. That could make it better subsequently. Overall, the performance is awesome, and I look forward to more from you in the future. Toastmaster Oluwatoyin Olajoko, it's a nice one to have you back, and in this way, you gave us an interesting one about the dream that you are working towards in this year and what steps you will be taking. Amazing one, we're able to explain how that dream looks like for you. You said you want to do more work on your healthy thinking. And you talk about that. Also, you say mindfulness. I heard you saying something around that, and I love the way you list the steps that included what you've been doing in terms of your gratitude journaling. There are more that you could have done, and one of that would have been for you perhaps give us a backdrop story, like origin story, Maybe a story that gave you that resolution to do that this year. That might have had some spices. Maybe. And another one that you might want to work on, I noticed. You didn't use the word of the day. You could have done that as well. Overall, you gave us something to go home with. For me, gratitude journaling is one of the things that is powerful, and that is an affirmation from you. We look forward to more from you in the coming meetings. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly, our sagacious favorite topics evaluator. Thank you. I think he deserves an emoji for what he has done, for the feedback that he has given us sagaciously. Thank you very kindly. It was Joseph Asler who said, the only dreams that come through are the ones that you chase. And if you do nothing, you get nothing. Dreams actually do come through. And now we're moving to that segment of people whose part of their dreams have come through. From being intending members, they became Toastmasters, and they are delivering speeches, which is that we're going to the second segment of this meeting, the prepared speech segment. A time where Toastmasters who have prepared for their speeches will be coming to deliver their speeches within 5 to 7 minutes. Our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo. She had earlier been introduced, and her evaluator has also been earlier introduced. Coincidentally, just like Toastmaster Chidinma mentioned earlier, a Toastmaster wears many hats. I shall be standing in as the evaluator for Toastmaster Oloruntobi's speech, and I will be giving us the objective of the speech, after which I would switch over back to the role of the TMOD and invite her to deliver her speech. Now, I'm introducing the evaluator for Toastmaster Oloruntobi's speech, Toastmaster Elizabeth. As the evaluator for Toastmaster Oloruntobi's speech, the purpose of her speech is for the member to practice and deliver a social speech in front of club members. The member must have completed the project and is spending time to prepare a social speech. What will I be looking out for as the evaluator? I shall be looking out for her speech could either be a toast, an acceptance speech, a speech in honor of an individual, or presentation of a word, of other types of recognition, or speech in honor of an organization. I shall be looking out for her clarity, her body use of language, and the audience awareness. Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo would be speaking from the persuasive influence pathway. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, now as the TMOD of the day, I'd like to make welcome, presenting on the pathway, the persuasive speech, persuasive influence, social speech level 3. She's speaking a speech in acceptance of Thriving Women Foundation for Excellence Award. Let us make welcome to give us a sagacious speech, Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo. You're welcome to the virtual lantern. Break a leg.
Thank you very much. The Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Dreams do come true, right? I'm very elated to be part of this auspicious event and to have been recognized for our efforts at Thriving Women Foundation. Nothing is truly impossible for a willing heart. This is a recognition of hard work, of sacrifice, of days of burning the night candles, of managing scarce resources, days of doubts and fears and uncertainties, Days of lone journey and keeping the vision alive alone. Prioritizing others' needs above ours and ensuring that we produce value-adding and stable women. Women who live purposefully and intentionally. It has been such a pleasant journey seeing the lives that have been turned around. I remember in one of the personal development programs, one of the participants said, "Have I been sleeping or dead? This is a huge turnaround for my life." That feedback was a great encouragement for me and the entire team. I said thank you to the organizers of this International NGO Award, to the presidents, the chairman of the organizing committee, the members of the organization, the Thriving While Waiting team, who have been keeping the flames alive, the volunteers, who work tirelessly and sacrifice their time and resources to ensure our goals are met, to sponsors and partners who fuel our flames, to encouragers and our beneficiaries for believing in this dream and making us believe that it is possible, and for recommending us for this award. We are certainly grateful. Not forgetting my immediate family for the full love received at home, which has made it possible to extend same to the world around me. This reminds me of the song of my dad. The reward for hard work is sweet, very sweet, but not on a platter of gold. The reward for hard work is sweet. It is very, very sweet, but it is not given on a platter of gold. We promise to keep the momentum alive and look forward to being part of the journey of even more impactful and fulfilled women. Thank you for this award. Cheers to making more dreams come true. The Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, that was a sagacious delivery. If you agree with me, please give Toastmaster Oloruntobi a round of applause. That was sagaciously delivered. The reward for hard work is sweet, but not given easily. So you have to work hard to get the reward for your hard work. Congratulations, Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo. Please let's make use of the chat room to applaud her, to give her feedback on the speech that she has delivered. You can also send her a private message to tell her where she did well, where you think she can improve on. But let us take a few seconds to appreciate her, because it's not easy preparing for such a speech. Once again, congratulations, Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo. We move swiftly now to our second speaker for the day, who had earlier been introduced. I would now like to call on his evaluator, who would be telling us the purpose for his speech and telling us what she'll be looking out for. His evaluator is the Chartered President of LEARNTOR Toastmasters. She is a member of the club and currently, okay, her profile is out. She's a corporate and sales executive with over 5 years experience in the field of, in the field of products. She joined Toastmasters. She has completed her graduate school in 2023. She's currently serving, that is at Robert Govert University. She's currently serving as the president of the International Student Association. She's passionate about change and impact. And I tell you that for free because she is also my mentor. I would now like to call on the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Raman's speech. Toastmaster Tony, please tell us the objective of his speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam TMOD. Toastmaster Abdurrahman is speaking from the Effective Coaching Pathway, speech level 1, project 3. And the objective of his speech is to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. On the request from the sagacious Toastmaster Abdurrahman, I will be looking out for his use of dialogues and storytelling, transitioning between every point and every phase of the story, and also pauses. Toastmaster Abdurrahman, I know you will do grand in your speech, so I hope you break a leg. Thank you.
Thank you most kindly, Toastmaster Tony. Toastmaster Abdurrahman had earlier been introduced, like I mentioned. I would now like to call on Toastmaster Abdurrahman. He is, excuse me. Okay, I cannot see the speech title here, but without taking much of our time, I would like to introduce or invite to the virtual lantern Toastmaster Abdurrahman Adebayo. The virtual lantern is yours. Give us a sagacious speech and break a leg. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Have you ever find yourself in a situation where you had to rush to the toilet just because you pressed? Anyone here? Maybe you can just say yes or no in the chat room. Let's see that. Okay. Of course, it is one of those situations that shows up as it's about 1 week ago. There's a quote that says, nothing will go away until it teaches us what we need to know. That quote is ascribed to Pema Chandran, an American nun. She mentioned this, and my experience from 28th of January to the last day in January actually mentioned it. And it was what? A relationship between two individuals, me and my food. Here is what happened. 9 a.m. on that Sunday morning, after taking my 2 daughters to their school, of course, their Arabic class. Immediately I left, I had to go to somewhere else. And I had this voice within me at the bus stop waiting for Keke. I saw this woman frying akara. And if anybody has come across such before, the aroma as it's embraced you. And the aroma was like, come on, just calm down. Here I am. So delicious it is. I look. Within myself, from the beginning of this year, I've resolved to tame my urges in terms of indulgence in food. Of course, I love beans. But this one, so difficult to resist. I bought this akara. And I mounted my keke. I was taking the journey. Of course, I love the aroma. I love the taste. I wish you could have been there. And just because it went well, within me, that food, the akara, the beans cake was asking for more. I got on my journey to the next bus stop and the destination finally. It went on like that. And the next thing that happened, on my way back from my destination, after achieving what I went there to, I got to the next bus stop and something happened. I alighted from the bus and I started running around, walking everywhere. Well, maybe aimlessly in my conscious mind, but inside my subconscious, the Akara was controlling me to look for more. And I got to a point, I took another one. That solved my journey until I get to the next destination. And finally, the day where I ate about 4 to 5 different spiced beans cake, ended up in a funny way. I got home, my wife, pitying that I'm not taking much, actually asked me to even take more. I was like, what was it? Guess what again? Beans variety. I took this. The following day, the same night, not even the following day, I found myself, the constitution of my stomach started telling me the next thing. Now it is time for you to go to the toilet. I rush. First one. After about 2 hours, I did another one. On the 29th, another, and yet another, and yet another. Over 8 times of visiting toilets within just 48 hours. And that signed some signals to me. I gave me some messages and lessons after all. Looking back, even within those periods, I realized about 3 major things. One, our body serves us as companions in whatsoever we choose to. I, for one, started to resolve that I will not be eating out. I, for one, started from the beginning of middle last year, around the middle of last year, that I will not be eating out. I maintained this, but when I started, it was more chaotic, pain, until I found myself again in this situation. And when I started, the pain then was a way for my body to tell me, I am with you on this. Just allow me to cooperate. Similar thing happened when I ate this series of food and it led to food challenge. The body resisted it by way of going to toilet, telling me now that you have to adjust. Then the second one is that once I resolve to adjust, my body also resolved back to the original one of condition. In all this, I tend to realize that ultimately, our body is a companion under our watch. That whatsoever we direct it does that. And with this in place, the learning has been established for me. And right now, going forward, after that experience, I tell myself, what is next ahead of me? And I would like to ask you, my fellow audience, how are you going to take this journey forward regarding your relationship with yourself, how the communication is going to be? Are you going to violate the message of your body, or you are going to honor such a message? The Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you most kindly, Toastmaster Abdurrahman. I think he deserves an applaud. Let's give him those applause. Let's give him those emojis. Let's give him the feedback. Our body is a companion under our watch. Thank you for delivering such a sagacious speech, Toastmaster Abdurrahman. Thank you very kindly. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we can send in our feedback to Toastmaster Abdurrahman using the chat room. You can send it to him privately, or you can send it to him here. Tell him what he did well in his speech, what you think he can improve on. Let's appreciate him. It's not easy to prepare for such a speech. Thank you. That being said, I'd like to find out from if we're having a vote for our speakers. Madam VPE, are we having a vote for our speakers?
Okay, let me prepare one. I did prepare one.
Okay. While we are preparing the poll, I'd like to tell us about the quotes from Henry David, who says, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live your life you have imagined." In 2024, what is it that you're dreaming about? What is that dream that you have? Are you living in the direction of that dream that you have? Are you working towards making your dream a reality? While Toastmaster Chidima was speaking earlier, she told us about Martin Luther King. If we all know his speech, he said he had so many dreams. The America that we see today was mostly the dream that Martin Luther King dreamt of. Just on Friday, we went to Olumarok. My company, we had a tour. Our department had a conference and we had a tour. The poll is on. You can either vote for Toastmaster Olorun Toby, our first speaker of the day, or Toastmaster Abdulrahman. Please vote before we hand over to the evaluators. As I was saying, when we went to Olumarok and we went into the historical sites where the tour guide was telling us about people who made history in Africa and giving us all of that, I just said to myself, I looked at the pictures, they're portrait pictures. Some were sold for 500,000, some were sold for 1 million. And I looked at this picture, not minding what those people had done, but I just declared it there and then to myself that someday, I don't know how it's going to be, but I know that someday history is going to tell about my name, and I have to work towards it. Not because I want my portrait to be sold for 1,000, but because I want my story to be told. I want my voice to be heard. And I'm beginning to live my dream through Toastmaster, learning how to speak better and how to speak sagaciously. Thank you. I believe you're also living out your dream. Our Zoom master, please confirm the poll is over. Thank you very kindly. Our sagacious Zoom master.
We have 53. We need more people to vote to get to 80%.
Okay, please, if you have not voted, the poll is still on. Kindly vote for our best speakers. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Olorun Toby Ojo. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Abdulrahman Adebayo. Kindly vote. Madam Timekeeper, I did not ask. Please confirm that they are both eligible for voting.
Can I just quickly ask, how many minutes was Toastmaster Olorun Toby meant to speak for? 4 to 6 minutes,
5 to 7 minutes.
Is it 5 to 7? 4 to 6 or 5 to 7?
Madam VPE, kindly confirm. It's supposed to be 5 to 7. It's 5 to 7 based on.
So she does not qualify. So the winner for this speech, she spoke for just 4 minutes and 50 seconds. She was supposed to speak for.
May I speak? A social speech is supposed to last for 3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4
30
minutes.
seconds maximum.
So she qualifies.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
So she qualifies.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
thank you.
Can
So
I
we
give
can either vote for.
then?
We can vote for either of them.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it during the last report. That's it.
Okay, for the two of them.
Yes.
Yeah, during the evaluation.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Is the poll over now, please? I'll call on the general evaluator. Is the poll over?
Yes, the poll is over.
Thank you, our sagacious Zoom master. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we have come to the last session of this meeting, which is what I call the most important part of the Toastmasters meeting. Why do I call it the most important part? Everyone wants to improve. Everyone wants to be better. Everyone who is a champion wants to get feedback. It is time for the feedback session. Permit me to welcome to the virtual lantern our sagacious general evaluator and his team of sagacious evaluators to give us sagacious evaluation of this meeting. Toastmaster Olushola, the general evaluator, the virtual lantern is yours.
Thank you very much, our sagacious Toastmaster of the day, for the warmth of that introduction once again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this meeting so far. Like we did allude to at the beginning, feedback is the breakfast of champions. And so this is that segment of the meeting where I and the team start to give you the various feedback on the way we have conducted the meeting as a whole. And so it gives me great pleasure to bring back to the virtual lectern our grammarian for today's meeting to give us our evaluation. And that person is no other than TM Chidima. TM Chidima, please, over to you. Is she on the call? Toastmaster Chidima. I think we may have lost her.
Okay, a point of order, Mr. GE. You might want to start with the speech evaluators.
Indeed. My sincere apologies. All right. Thank you, Tim Josephine, for that correction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the feedback from the prepared speeches. Prepared speech 1, given by TM Oloruntobi. Our evaluator is TM Liz. And so I'll hand over the floor to TM Liz to give us the evaluation of that speech. Thank you.
Thank you most kindly. The general evaluator, kindly confirm I'm being heard.
I can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations, our sagacious Toastmaster Oloruntobi, for such a toast that was given in celebration of the award that was given to you. Based on the speech objective, you were supposed to give a toast and celebrate an award that was given. And I would say that you did great with that. Telling us, you started by telling your audience, carrying your audience along, celebrating the people who have given you, who have awarded you for such reward or giving you a reward for what you have done. And you asked your audience a question, which is a way of carrying your audience along. You had the audience awareness by carrying us along. Equally, I like the fact that you sang a song that was taught to you by your dad, making us understand that the reward for hard work is sweet, but we need to work towards it. Thanking every member of your team who had worked towards that award was a good one. However, there are a few things I would like to talk to you about as a speaker, as a seasoned speaker. I understand the fact that you wanted to stand for everyone to see you, but you stood in a way that your camera was positioned downward. It was visible for your audience to see that you were looking downward, and your camera was cutting your head. As a speaker, anything that cuts your head would obviously distract your audience. It should be something that you're facing the camera to look towards it. That way, it's more like looking at your audience. Another thing I would want to encourage that you do while speaking is, I observed that you had the award all through you spoke. Yes, it must have been that you received an award. Let's take it that you're in front of an audience and you just received an award. You could leave the award on the table or the lantern and then pick it up while you want to speak towards it. Why is this so? It was because for me, I got distracted trying to see what the award was all about. And maybe I wasn't listening to what you were saying, but I needed to listen more to what you're saying than the physical award. You received an award. I didn't see the smile on your face. I needed to see you cheerful, that you were happy with your team, that you received an award. You could look into that. And you could also look into enlightening your audience a little about what Thriving Women is all about. You got the award, Good Thriving Women, but we do not know who they are. You could do a little of that. Aside from this, you gave us a sagacious speech and you told us what reward for hard work is. Congratulations once again, and I wish you more sagacious speeches to be delivered. Now it's back to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you very much for that wonderful evaluation of Toastmaster Oloruntobi's speech. Next, I'm going to call the evaluator for prepared speech 2 that was given by Tim Abdurrahman, and that is none other than Toastmaster Oluwatoyin. Toastmaster Oluwatoyin, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Olushola, our amazing GE. Toastmaster Abdurrahman, congratulations for that sagacious speech. I love your speech so well because it's one that we can all relate to it. How we always allow our food to take control of us, but you reminded us to listen to the voice of our body. Congratulations on your speech. I love the fact that you started with a question, allowing for audience to interact with you. Although I couldn't quite hear the question very loudly, I assume the audience as well. But I love the fact that you asked us a question just to get us in the mood, and you got our attention through that question. And you went straight into storytelling. One thing that always wins whenever you're asked to deliver a speech is storytelling. Even more preferably, a personal story that everyone can relate with, which you did so well. During the course of your story, you told us everything that has happened, and you went ahead to share the lessons. Sharing lessons after telling a story reinforces the objective of the story. It helps everyone who got carried away by your sagacious story come back to understand why you told the story in the first place. So it was a great thing that you shared those lessons that helped us to understand exactly why we should act in moderation when it comes to taking in food. And that was a beautiful one. You asked me to check on some areas where you would like me to give more attention to. That's your body language, your pauses, and your vocal variety. So body language, I see that you used your hands really well, trying to understand, to express yourself through the use of your hands. You paused after asking for questions, but I would recommend that the pause should be long enough for people to type. Seeing as it's not a physical meeting, it might be difficult for everyone to give you an answer immediately. So that pause could have been a bit longer to allow chance for people to type. Your vocal variety, where you did something amazing by animating an inanimate object, that is the akara. You said the voice of the akara called out to you. That is a very great way to animate your speech. You gave life to an inanimate object and helped us to imagine vividly what it must feel like for a food to call out to you. What would I have loved you to do better? I'll have loved you to remain enthusiastic throughout your speech. There were times where it felt as though you were talking to yourself, you were soliloquizing, but you were actually giving a speech to us. It would have been lovely for you to maintain such enthusiasm and energy throughout. Keep your voice and tone at a clear level at all times. Sometimes it was too low for us to hear what you were saying. And let the audience have something to look for, to be aware of us, understand that you're speaking to us and we are watching you. Let us have something to look forward to. Finally, end with a bang. Humor is a great way to end a speech such as yours. You could end with something like, the next time I see any piece of akara, I will take to my heels. something that helps us to remember exactly why you gave the speech, a bang, a humorous way to end your speech. But all in all, Toastmaster Abdul Rahman, you are a sagacious speaker and you gave us this speech in a well-delivered, well-put-together manner. Well done, and congratulations once again. Back to you, our General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Toyin, for that feedback on the speech of our second speaker, Toastmaster Abdul Rahman. Moving on to the next member of the evaluation team, let's from our grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Chidima. While we're doing that, there is a poll on our screen for us to select who the best evaluator is. So please do go ahead and complete the poll while we turn over the virtual lantern to Toastmaster Chidima. Over to you, our sagacious Toastmaster Chidima.
Okay, thank you very kindly, our sagacious GE. But before I go ahead, I'd like everybody, please give yourselves a round of applause because we deserve it for sagaciously using the word of the day. I see that the TM Chidi and TM Mercy are having a sagacious word in the comment section, but I'm going to give it to both of you. Thank you so much. So I'd like to give us some feedback on our language and grammar usage during the course of the meeting. So first, let me start by some stylistic devices that I liked. I liked when Chidi said that was a sagacious fast. Okay, sorry. Yes. Yes, so she said she sagaciously blew the speech out of the park. Yes, I liked that. And then TM Abdurrahman, he said the aroma embraced me. That was personification right there. So thank you very much for adding spice to your language usage. Then I also have some improvements that I would like to recommend. I noticed that we're using break a leg, break a leg, break a leg. So there are other expressions that we can use rather than break a leg. We can say rock the stage. We can say smash it. We can say blow them away. So we like to avoid using the same phrase so it does not sound rusty to the ears. All right, so I also have some recommendations. I heard that was taught to you by your dad. For a smoother flow, you can say that you were taught by your dad. And also, someone said you fall back once in a while, to review. For a smoother flow, you can say, take a step back once in a while. Another thing I want to say is, I know some of us are guilty of this. When we say, keep it at the back of your mind. Back of your mind means you have it in mind, but you do not intend to do it. But if you're actually saying that someone should have it, like consciously think about it, then the better expression would be at the forefront of your mind, at the forefront of your mind. And then, when we talk about sentence, subject, agreement, plural subject, plural verb, this expression, listen to the voice of our body. Now, you can argue that should it be listen to the voice of our bodies? It depends on the context. Do you want to emphasize the unified individual body or a collective group of bodies? So if it's a collective group of bodies, then our bodies will be correct. But if you're talking about a unified, or your spirit, soul, and body, then our body will be correct. So thank you once again for the opportunity to improve our grammar. I hope we've learned one or two things. And do not forget to use the word of the day during the course of the week. Over to you, our sagacious GE.
Thank you, TM Chidima, for that insightful evaluation. Moving on very quickly, let's go over to our counter of the day, and that will be none other than our sagacious TM Olarotobi. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, our sagacious GE.
And thank you, the Toastmaster of the day. So it's been a sagacious meeting. Briefly, my report is on how counting filler words. So at intervals, a few of us used, but we had minimal usage. Myself, I used a filler words, Toastmaster Liz, Toastmaster Sheriff, Toastmaster Toyins, Toastmaster Hazy used. So I want to commend us for minimal usage, and I believe we will improve continuously. Over to you, my general evaluator.
Thank you for that very brief and prompt, insightful evaluation, T and Toby. Moving on, next, I would like us to have the evaluation report from our timer, and that's from none other than T Toastmaster Mercy. Over to you, ma'am.
This has been a sagacious meeting, and I must confess, I'm not very pleased that the grammarian did not award me the honor. I'm always competing with DT and Chidi. I mean, what is it, DT and Chidi? Let the newcomers breathe.
Is it just me or we lost Toastmaster Mercy?
Since she was sagaciously contesting, we lost her.
Sagaciously frozen.
Maybe we'll call on the next player while we wait for her to sagaciously come back.
Her network has displayed its sagacity.
All right, so I'm guessing she may want to drop off and rejoin. Hopefully that network improves. For the sake of time, while we're doing that, I'd like to call on the next evaluator, and that will be a listening evaluator, and none other than the sagacious VPE Toastmaster Clementina to give us the listening evaluation.
Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster Olushola, for yielding the control. And now I would like to test how well we listened during this session. Who did DTM Harriet gifted a virtual background on this call? DTM Harriet gave someone a gift of a virtual background.
Toastmaster Mercy, the timekeeper.
Oh my, that was so simple. Okay.
My sincere apologies.
Oh, welcome back.
I apologize. No, so this is when
I was actually giving the report.
Okay, please carry on. Then I'll come back to the timer. Please carry on.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, what are the things that someone said three things on this call about their plans or their ambition for 2024, and the person is not permitted to respond, right? So I would like for us to mention those three things that would help them achieve their goal in 2024.
Gratitude journal.
Gratitude, journaling, and taking care of herself.
Yeah. Self-care. Okay, that's fine. And I hope that we'll all be incorporating that so that we can all also achieve our individual goals in the year 2024. Okay, finally, somebody requested for a virtual background and somebody else stole it. Who is the thief?
Toastmaster Mercy requested for a virtual background and you stole it. But you are not a thief. You are a dreamer. You are a dreamer.
All right. Thank you very much. That's the end of my report.
Thank you so much, TM Clementina, for such a sagacious and humorous evaluation. Um, so let's take it back to our timer for the day, to Mercy, to round up on our report as far as the meeting is concerned. Okay, I thought
Okay,
for a minute
DTM
she had
Chidi,
gone off.
they say you have to respect your seniors. My apologies. Please still allow us breathe. Because when I came after you, my internet tripped off. Okay. It's been a sagacious meeting, I must confess, and this is the first time I've enjoyed the timer role so powerfully. I highly recommend the use of the timer card because you don't even have to worry. All you need to do is change the background, put your hands up, and it makes your experience so smooth. For the second session of the timer, the table topic evaluator was allocated 10 minutes, but spoke for 5 minutes and 50 seconds. I mean, thank you for the sagacity of saving time there. As you can see, we're not over time, even when we started the meeting late, because there was respect to the meeting cadence that was scheduled. Then Toastmaster Oloruntobi, I assume that our time was short, and thank you, Toastmaster Josephine, for the correction. She was within time and spoke for 4 minutes, 50 seconds. And Toastmaster Abdul Rahman, you actually spoke for exactly 7 minutes, 30 seconds. So you were able to maximize your 30 seconds break. Congratulations. And I'm so proud to see you deliver your speech and getting into the groove of experience. Congratulations. That was amazing. And to the evaluator, Toastmaster Lees spoke for 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Toastmaster Oluwatoyin Bolajoko went over time by 1 minute, 20 seconds. So she spoke for 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I beg your pardon. She went over by a few seconds. Overall, TDM Chidima's evaluation was 3 minutes and 10 seconds, which was within time. She had 3 minutes. And Toastmaster Oloruntobi gave just 4 minutes. I believe despite the time lapse, Toastmaster Clementina spoke for gave evaluation for less than 2 minutes, just because I'm using my time clock in my brain. I didn't time myself, but it's been a very sagacious meeting. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. I mean, it's a great honor to have such an amazing team of evaluators to conduct the evaluation of today's meeting. Rounding up that evaluation session, it's been a wonderful meeting, like everybody's alluded to. The theme of the day was nicely woven into the entire conduct and execution of the meeting. We had a total attendance of 18 people at the peak. A few people dropped off intermittently. However, there are a few things I'd like to also recommend that we can do better on. First, less than half of the attendees had on their cameras during the meeting. I'd like to encourage each and every one of us to try to have our cameras on for as long as possible during the course of the meeting. Also, when we started out, the meeting room was opened around 2:59 when I joined. We had only 7 members in 5 minutes past the time. I'd like to encourage every one of us to try to join the meeting early. That way we save on some time. Regardless of that, I also did observe that there were some last minute changes to the role players. I think we can try to manage that better in future. Finally, the essence of a Toastmaster meeting is not just for the members, but for us to also invite guests. I did observe that in today's meeting, we really didn't have any guests, except we have one now. But as at the last time we checked, there were no invited guests. And so I'd like to encourage each and every one of us to do a bit more in trying to invite visitors to attend the meeting, and that's the only way we can grow our membership. When people come into the meeting, they participate and they realize the potential value that they can obtain out of a Toastmasters club membership. That's when they're going to be a part and parcel of the meeting. And so on that note, I want to again commend everyone. The engagement in the chat room was buzzing all throughout. The energy during the meeting was absolutely outstanding. We used the word of the day. It's been a really humorous and sagacious meeting overall. And so, on that note, it gives me the great pleasure and honor to turn this meeting back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Elizabeth. Over to you, Madam TOD.
Thank you very kindly, our sagacious GE and your team of evaluators. I think they deserve an emoji. Let's give them an applaud. Let's applaud them. Let's applaud them. Applaud them. Applaud them. Give them that reaction. They have done fantastically well. You can see that they are seasoned Toastmasters, experienced Toastmasters. They brought humor into the evaluation. The questions and everything was just sagacious. Thank you most kindly, our evaluation quality assurance team, for that. Now, as your Toastmaster of the day, I would like to end. It's been an honor serving as the Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting. I'd like to end this role with this quote by Alice Seckhold, who says that sometimes the dreams that come through are those dreams that you never even thought you had. Now, what is the dream that you have for 2024? What is it that you think you do not know about that you can achieve in 2024? Just like Toastmaster Oluwatoyin mentioned, in 2024, learn to have more the habit of gratitude. Learn to take care of yourself. Give yourself a mental health check to take care of yourself, both spiritually and physically, and equally. Learn to celebrate yourself by journaling all that you are doing. At the end of 2024, you look back and say, this is what I have achieved for the year. And then you'll be able to celebrate yourself. You will see how far you have come because you never thought that you would be able to achieve it. In reality, dreams do come true. You can ask distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudemadu. I believe that she had a dream of becoming a double-time DTM in Toastmasters, and today she is a double-time DTM. You can ask every Toastmaster that is here. We all had dreams of becoming confident speakers. We are living our dream because we believe that we can achieve it. So whatever the dream is that you have, set up dreams for daily, as you wake up every day, keep those dreams alive because dreams do come true. In case you're doubting, you can still ask the Super Eagles. They're still in the AFCON because they believe that they can get to the finals. Thank you. And it's been nice serving as the Toastmaster of the day. I would now like to hand over to Joe to give us a closing remark for this day's meeting and give us some announcements. The president of Toastmasters, of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. In Toastmasters, a Toastmaster wears so many hats. Please permit me to take off the hat of the Toastmaster of the day and wear the hat of the sagacious president of LEARNTOR Toastmaster to give you the announcement. Thank you for allowing me to serve as a TMOD. And now to the president. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, don't mind me. I decided to serve on this role because it's been a long time coming and I needed to do something newly. I'd like to thank everyone who has been present, who has still stayed in this meeting till now. We started this meeting at 3:10 and it's almost 5:10, so we would not like to take so much of your time. I'd like to thank everyone for sticking in. I do not know if we have guests on the call. I can see Marshall Ifeanyi. I think he's a guest. Yes, Ifeanyi is a guest. I do not know if we have other guests. Can we please have you raise your hands so we can just, Adeika Oseni, are you a guest? Before we go into the announcement, can we see our guests raise their hands, please?
Madam President, if I may.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to talk about, are you going to announce the conference in Abuja and the World Conference?
Yes, I will. I will. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oyewale, thank you for joining. Ifeanyi, thank you for joining. If you do not mind, I don't know if you can speak. You can just tell us your experience about today's meeting and what you think about the team. Your experience and what you think about the theme of the meeting. Can we please hear from you in a few seconds?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. I was expecting to get a feedback, and I'm happy I got one. My name is Marshall Ifeanyi, and I'm here for the very first time. I came here through the recommendation by a friend, someone in Abuja, and I made effort to get across to the Toastmaster. She gave me the contact, and by so doing, I found myself in this group. I have been, thrown off and on by network, but I remain insistent that I must at least get a better part of why I'm here today. And I must tell you that I am not disappointed. I must say that the things I see here are, unique to me and is novel. I kept, wondering why, a particular word has to be used, every now and then. But I have just realized that it is the word of the day, and it adds flavor to it, repeating the word and making sure that it sticks, and it makes me know how we can use a word in sentences and all that. I have learned a lot in terms of, how you coordinate yourself, how you make your presentations. It's quite professional, and this is one place I love, and I think I would like to be. I hope I will be welcomed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining, and thank you for keeping your dream alive. Your dream has come through. You wanted to be in a Toastmasters meeting, and you're here today. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oyewale, can we please? Yeah. Oyewale, please, can we hear from you?
Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be part of this meeting, even though I joined late. Yes, I reside in Abuja. I'm the president of Abuja City Toastmaster Club in Abuja here. Actually, I just saw the flyer on the president post. I've never been to any Toastmaster outside Abuja. I just said this is my very first time, and I actually really enjoyed the meeting. And in Toastmaster, we learn by doing, we learn by observing. I actually love the fact that the president could be the Toastmaster of the day, switching from Toastmaster of the day back to the president. And what a sagacious meeting, I must say, that you guys have today. Thank you so much for having me. I will still continue to be part of this meeting whenever I see such flyers on the president group. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for joining. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you so much. And we look forward to you sharing your own flyers so we can equally join your club meeting and play a role as well. Would love to have that. We love to. LEARNTOR Toastmaster members love to go to other clubs to play a role. So please share with us your flyer. You can share with me privately or on the president group, and I'll share with our members as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Please, do we have any other guests before we go into the announcements? All right, we do not have any other guests. Oh, we do. We actually do. We have Vincent. Vincent,
Hello.
can we please meet you? Thank you.
Of course, I'm not a guest, but I'm a Toastmaster from Benin. I'm the current president of Universal Club from Cotonou. And I just seen the link on the president's forum, and I decided to join the meeting. I was late, but I want to see how things are going on by here. So congratulations. I enjoyed as well I can. So for the coming meeting, I will be there, and I want to also ask the possibility to have a joint meeting with you, because we hold our meeting the first and third Saturday, but you hold your meeting at first and third Sunday. I don't know if we can find the possibility to hold a meeting a Saturday, one Saturday. I will discuss with the president to see that possibility. Normally, we hold our meeting. We have hybrid meeting, online and on site. So if we find a possibility, we can hold the meeting I think in online. So, President, I will write to you boss about that.
Okay. Thank you so kindly, Toastmaster Vincent, for visiting our meeting and for the invitation to have a collaborative meeting with your club. It would be an honor, but we'd have to take this back to the ESCOs and then we'll get back to you. You have my contacts. We'll chat on the chat box and then we'll talk about it. We always love, in Atlanta, we always love to have collaborative meetings. We always love collaborations, but we will surely get back to you on this. Thank you for joining our meeting and for giving us this feedback. Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who joined. That being said, I move swiftly now to the announcement of the day. Before I go to the announcement, I would like to announce the winners of today's meeting. Here at Atlanta, we love to celebrate those who give speeches, celebrate our evaluators, and celebrate our table topic speaker. I'll begin with the table topic speaker. The best table topic speaker, according to our poll today, is Toastmaster Drumrolls. Toastmaster Sheriff is the best table topic speaker for today's meeting. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sheriff, for living out this dream and making it a reality. Our best speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo. Congratulations, Toastmaster Oloruntobi Ojo. And our best evaluator for today's meeting, though we had the poll before the evaluator gave the timekeeper gave her evaluation. With the evaluation of the timekeeper, automatically it was only one person who qualified, who was in time or with the timing slate. So that automatically goes to Toastmaster Elizabeth as the best evaluator because she was the only one on time for the evaluation. Congratulations to our speakers and our evaluators. Challenge us to keep playing roles and keep speaking, both for our prepared speeches and the evaluation. Now to the announcement. I'd like to announce that our club, do you have a dream of going to California? Do you have a dream of celebrating the 100-year anniversary of Toastmasters? If you have a dream, let me see those emojis. Do you have that dream? Do you have that dream? Let me just see the emojis. Let me see the reaction. I actually have a dream of doing that. The best dreamers are those who live out their dreams. And the best way to start living out your dream is start practicing. One of the ways of doing that is joining the International Speech Contest and Evaluation Contest. For that of the club level, our speech contest would be held on the 18th of February 2024. Would you love to speak? Would you love to go to California to join in that celebration? Begin at home. If you want to join in this contest, please feel free to reach out to our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Clementina, or her assistant, Toastmaster Olushola, to give you what you need to know about becoming a contestant in this. The next is that the second round club officers training for Division F would be taking place on the 17th of February. All club officers are encouraged to please put this on their calendar and be there. It's going to be at Lagos Energy Academy. We are all encouraged to be there. So it would also help the club for its DCP goal. I'd like to announce that our physical meeting, our first physical meeting for the year, would be taking place on the 9th of March. That will be held also at the Lagos State Energy Academy. That's at Ikeja. We'll be putting up the flyer and putting up direction for those who would come there, and those who would not be there would go hybrid. So if you're not at the venue, you can join online. But we're starting physical, we're going back physical. So we can meet and give ourselves handshake. That's what we want to do. The district conference will be taking place between May 22nd and May 25th, 2024. In Nigeria, we're the host of this conference. We're hosting people from West and Central Africa. We're going to be hosting President Vincent. He's coming to Nigeria. Let's show them how we do this in Nigeria. Let us take advantage of the early bird registration, which is 75,000 naira, and it will end on February 28th. If you'd like to go, the link is being shared on the WhatsApp platform. Please register and make your payments, take advantage, and save 25,000 naira. Equally, I'd like to announce to us that in preparation for the next tenure, which will begin in July, we'll be having a club election. It is my pleasure to announce to us that 4 members of this club have been selected, nominated, and they have agreed to serve as the electoral committee members for the year 2024-2025 leadership election of EXCOs. And these persons to head this team is our very own distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudemadu, who will be serving as the chairperson of the electoral committee. In that team, we equally have Toastmaster Josephine Agolo, we have Toastmaster Shayo, and we have Toastmaster Oluwatoyin Bolajoko. When they come to you, when they post announcements on the platform, give them your attention, and then let us elect those who would serve the club in the coming months. We need to have this election early so they can begin to learn better things on how to serve the club. Remember our Toastmasters promise. I will make myself available to serve the club when called upon to do so. It is time that will be called upon to serve the club. Make yourself available. Like my mentor and role model would say, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Make yourself available to serve. But know that you can only vote and be voted for when you renew your membership. It's that time again for renewal. Have you renewed your membership? If you have not, please reach out to the Vice President membership or the treasurer. And if you cannot reach either of them, please reach out to me. Feel free. Let's make our renewal and let's be proud of calling ourselves Toastmasters, because that is the promise we have made. Those are the announcements I have for us. Please give our electoral team your attention when they call, and please vote for those that have been nominated for. You can nominate yourself. You can nominate someone you think that can serve in a position. Let us take the club to a more higher level. Our dream, my dream, is to see that the next set of ESCOs we do better than we are doing now. Remember, our theme for the year is that we grow together, we learn together, and we achieve success together. I want to say thank you, everyone, for joining today's meeting. I look forward to seeing us again at the next club meeting. Thank you, and make sure you keep your dreams alive by moving in the right direction. Thank you, and have a lovely week, everyone. I'd now like to call on 2 persons to call for adjournment of our meeting till the 18th of February. Can I please have 2 Toastmasters to call on for the adjournment of the meeting?
I, Chidi Chukwudimadu, hereby. Sorry. I, Chidi Chukwudimadu, hereby move for an adjournment of the LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club meeting until the third Sunday in February.
And it is with sagacity that I move the meeting or second the adjournment sagaciously to the what? Remind me of date again.
18th of February.
18th, sagaciously. And back to you, our president, our sagacious Toastmaster, Elizabeth.
Thank you very kindly. And with that, I officially call the meeting to a close. Have a sagacious week, keeping your dreams alive. We can stay back.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Have a sagacious week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sagacity.